Hello everybody, I'm Gene, and it's my wife Ginger rolling the video. This is our first video. A couple people on this message board that I found out want to know about heating domestic hot water via the coal stove. So I want to kind of go slow, and we're going to first talk about the coal stove for a minute, which is a Key Stoker 90,000 BTU direct vent coal stove. We've had it now for about 5 years. It's been a great stove, and I'll maybe tell you a little bit more about the stove. It has a take-off here that goes up to our dining room. Puts a little bit of heat up in our dining room, a little damper here. Back here is the 4-inch direct vent pipe that goes right outside. That's the coal stove. It needs to be a little painted and maybe a new handle here one day, but it's a great stove. I got the idea to heat domestic hot water from the message board from different coils. So what I thought about, I didn't want to drill the stove and put a coil inside. It's a shadow, by the way. So I came up with this idea by making a radiant panel on the side of the stove and transferring heat over to our domestic water. I think the first step was to locate a water heater, which I found on Craigslist within 6 hours. It's just an electric 80-gallon water heater, nothing too special. I think we'll start with the coil, so I need a pair of gloves. We're going to try to do this in one take. If my wife comes over here, I'll show you what's underneath here. I made this little heat shield from the existing baseboard heat. Slide that over. We have 3 rows of fin tube, 3/4 inch, 3 feet long. A bunch of brass tees held on by some 95-pound magnets. So basically you could almost pull this right off if you wanted to. Temperature and pressure valve. Yes, I still have to plumb that to the bottom. Down here we have a quick drain. What holds the heat shield on also is just magnets. A piece of threaded rod. Coming in to the coil from our tank, we have a little Taco 006 circulator pump, bronze. We have a gate valve, which I can throttle the flow with. 2 unions, which I talked about on the message board, to possibly when I do my solar panel, which is going to be right outside here. Heading up out of the coil, back to the tank, we have an automatic air vent. Just plugged in, real simple, with a cord to an outlet. No thermostat on the pump as of yet. Coil. I have room actually here to and I'm thinking about doing it, is adding another section of coil or two depending on my temperature differential. I put enough pipe here to actually cut another T in maybe here and a close one here if I want to add additional. Now we'll scoot over here. I think we'll start down a little low. Thank you. Coming off the tank, just it's a 3-inch brass nipple to a T. Again, another drain out to the coil. The one temperature sensor that I'll show you in a minute has the sensor strapped onto the pipe right over in here. Shadow. Come up through our tank, back from the coil. Same thing, there's a sensor right over here. And if we look at our supply and return temperatures, I don't know if we can get a shot on that or not. We're supplying the coil with 110.5 degrees, and we're returning at 112.8. I've tried it both with the heat shield on and off to see what my differential is. and really I get about the same, maybe 2/10 difference with the shield on versus off, and the next thing is to play around with the flow. So that's the temper tank, the stove, the coil. Coming in, back from the coil, instead of where the T&P valve goes, we put a short nipple in, brass T to the T&P valve, and yes, that one also has to be piped. Cold water supply, just coming from our city pressure here. I did put a thermal expansion tank in on the cold water side, and then as you can see, we go tempered out to our boiler. I've been supplying the boiler anywhere with 82-degree water when the stove's at a lower fire, and obviously when it's like this, we've been home all day, took showers. I have about 113 degrees inside the thermal tank here. I think that's about it. I hope this was somewhat informational. You guys have all my email address, stewartfan@mac.com. So if you have any more questions, I will post a drawing of all the piping soon. I will draw that up and put a P&ID on the website soon. Any questions? Let me know. Thank you.